Hey Dungaree family, I would like to share my tips with you on how to get rid of cellulite. Now, when I was pregnant with my third baby, I got a lot of cellulite on the back of my thighs. I was horrified when I looked in the mirror because when you're pregnant, you're not always aware of how much your body has changed, and then sometimes you take a good look at yourself and you realize, oh my goodness, when did this happen? I am now 9-10 months postpartum and I actually managed to get rid of that cellulite, and there are a bunch of contributing factors. So I'm going to share with you my tips that will apply to anybody. You don't have to have had a baby to apply these tips. So number one, I put it right at the top of the list because none of us like to hear this, so I'm just going to get it out the way quickly. Eat light. And there are a couple of foods that are going to help you to feel full, but also not put on extra weight. Those would be high fiber food, oats, whole wheat foods and vegetables, lots of fruit and vegetables. And then also high fat foods, so you want to use a lot of oils, a lot of butter, a lot of meat fats if you're not vegetarian, because those are very affordable, so like pork fat and beef fat. Or if you put a lot of that into your cooking, it's going to help you. And whenever you have something carby, you just load on the fat so that you don't end up having 5 slices of bread instead of 2. So if you have a lot of butter and something rich like peanut butter with that bread, you're not going to end up having so much carbs, because the carbs are the ones that are triggering your body to store fats. And then proteins are also amazing to make you feel really full for a long time, because it takes your body a long time to digest it, but it's also very high in nutrition. Secondly, don't be a couch potato. You need to be active. You need to be not a gym enthusiast necessarily, just getting outside, taking a walk, doing a bit of gardening, playing with your kids. Do something that just requires you to move your body around a bit and raise your heart rate at least 20 minutes every day. That way you're going to develop a little bit of muscle tone, keep your blood flowing, which is so good for your skin, because when that blood is flowing, your skin becomes smoother and softer. Point number 3 is natural oils. I love my natural oils. I use olive oil at the moment. I will literally just take extra virgin olive oil and rub it into my skin, especially in those problematic lumpy areas. My go-to is always extra virgin oils. Coconut and olive, any nut oils, any oil that you find that works for you. There are a couple of brands in South Africa that do 100% natural oils. 2 that look amazing are Hey Gorgeous and Skin Creamery in Cape Town, and they have online stores. Fourthly, massaging. This one's gonna be a bit weird, but what I use is a hairbrush. It has to be a specific hairbrush, not those prickly ones with little plastic balls on the end of each little pin. You do get special brushes for massaging, but this brush of mine works very well. Very easy to get hold of and pretty affordable. You want to massage very deeply, very evenly, preferably in an upward rotation, and you only need to do this for max 5 minutes every day. If you have a particularly bad case of cellulite, you can do it twice a day, in the morning and in the evening. If you don't even have a brush that works for that, you can use your fingers. Literally giving yourself a really good massage. And what this is doing is relaxing the subcutaneous layer under your skin, because your skin consists of quite a few layers, and the deeper layer is where the fat is stored, and you have the fascia, which is holding everything together in all these layers. So when you massage the fascia, you are actually relaxing it, and instead of it being all tightened up into bumps, you are giving it some elasticity. And lastly, we have our stretches, and stretches are so easy and relaxing to do. I love doing them, even just for the sake of waking up in the morning. I have 3 go-to stances that I use. One of them is sitting down on the ground and stretching the one leg out forwards. You want to sit up nice and straight and rotate your other leg backwards. So you want to feel the stretch in the back of your thighs. The second one is putting my foot on a raised surface like a bench or a chair, and then reaching for my toe. So what I like to do is, if you're postpartum, to really engage your core while you do this as well. It's going to tighten up those ab muscles as well while you're at it. And the last one is reaching down to your toes, keeping your legs straight. You're going to bend down, touch your toes. If you can't do that, just go as far as you can, or you can even flex your knees a bit while you're doing it. And there you go, you're stretching out everything on the back of your thighs and making your fascia and your skin more elastic. In the beginning, these stretches can be quite tough if you have a very tight system, because you need to get into it. But just go as far as you can, and then every day you can build onto it and stretch a bit further. And this is going to add to that elasticity in your fascia. Oh, and there's one more tip is get some sun. So wherever you have these bumps, get some sun on it, and it's going to help disguise it to some degree, because let's face it, some of us have it genetically and we can't entirely get rid of it. Getting some sun on there is going to hide the shadows and just make it look a little healthier and more glowy. Those are my 6 tips for getting rid of those pesky bumps. Even if you just do 1 or 2 of them, it's going to make a difference. Let me know how it goes if you try this out. I'd be very excited to hear that it's making a difference for you girls and you can feel more comfortable in your body. Hope you have a wonderful summer and time on the beach and time together with family. Love you guys and Happy New Year. Strength, starkte. Goodbye.